giving Halloween Michael Myers. Is this worth the hype? Yes, yes, yes! My boy just wants to cook. Anyone can cook. Gut-wrenching, depressing, sad, awful. Hate me harder. Bam, 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 bam. We're having ourselves a day. I want to be a girl with a jacket. He's mean to her, so I want him. It's raining, it's cozy, it's gloomy, and we are going to read. First book talk book we're reading, Say You'll Remember Me by Abby Jimenez. I have never read an Abby Jimenez book, so I'm so excited. I am so excited. I also, too, want to read a physical book because it's been a minute since I've read a physical book, so we are going to take the dust jacket off first and foremost because I don't love a hardcover, but I've had this on my physical TBR forever, and I am trying this new thing where it's right in front of my face. If you guys watch my video of reorganizing my bookshelves, I'm trying to keep all of my physical TBR like in my face. And I was about to get on Kindle Unlimited to look for a little bookie. And then I thought, you know what? No, I've seen Abby Jimenez all over BookTok. Everybody loves her. That's why I bought this book. And the cover is literally beautiful. Oh, look at my nails. They look disgusting. Okay. They met, they fought, then they fell hard. There might be no such thing as a perfect guy, but Xavier Rush comes disastrously close. A gorgeous veterinarian giving Greek god vibes, all while cuddling a tiny kitten. Immediately, yes. That is until Xavier opens his mouth and proves that even sculpted gods can say the absolute wrong thing. Of course, there's nothing Samantha loves more than proving an asshole wrong. Unless, of course, he can admit he made a mistake. That after one incredibly and seemingly endless date, possibly the best in living history, Samantha is forced to admit the truth, that her family is in crisis and any kind of relationship would be impossible. Samantha begs Xavier to forget her, to remember their night together as a perfect moment, as crushing as that may be. Only no amount of distance or time is nearly enough to forget that something between them, and the only thing better than one single perfect memory is to make a life and even a love worth remembering. There's a dog on the front carrying a stick. Love is easy, life is hard. We're about to start. To Lilia, we will never forget you. Oh my god, and it's gotta be dual POV. It's gotta be dual POV. I'm so excited. Okay, starting with Xavier. Let's get into it. Also, I am not listening to the audiobook. I'm listening to brown noise because I feel like my ADHD lately has been such a bitch. So I need some help to tune out the voices. Duh. Crazy lady because Xavier's a vet, like we read that in the back of the book. I'm sitting here talking about putting a 4-year-old dog down. What's going on? Xavier said, "This is why I hated humans. They were the worst animals on the planet." Real. No, because tell me why I'm 5 pages in and they're talking about the kitten. It's like, obviously he's a vet, and some lady brings the kitten in and he's like, this kitten doesn't have a butthole. That's just random, but it's funny. Imagining a kitten without a butthole, like, I would have never thought of that. Me being like, some random girl, the random girl's the FMC, by the way, Samantha. So Samantha's the one with the little kitten that she rescued that doesn't have a butthole. And that Xavier says needs to be put down before it's in pain. And of course she's sad like anybody would be. But oh my god, that's so funny that the cat doesn't have a butthole. It's not funny that she just put the cat down, but anyway. And then she was like, I'm going to start a GoFundMe and get the cat's butthole fixed. So now that's what's happening. So we're on chapter 2, Samantha's point of view. Okay, so Samantha's talking to her friend about how the vet was an asshole. And she's like, he was hot though. And he got hotter when he was meaner to me. Me as And then she said, what did he look like? Like if Rhysand from the ACOTAR series was a real person. Oh, so I love the MMC now. Okay. She said, no. Then she said, I swear to God, hold on, I'll Google him and see if I can find a picture. Oh, yeah. If he doesn't do the Batwing tattoo thing for Halloween, it's a seriously missed opportunity. I love it. My toxic trait is thinking I could change him. My toxic trait is not caring if I could change him. I love that. Oh my god. Not me thinking about Rhysand now though. I can't wait for the ACOTAR reread. They're going on a date. And I just had to mention this because earlier I said Geneva was her friend. Geneva's her sister. Because they share a mom and they're talking about her mom. And I'm like, oh, that's her sister. Was that the same girl from earlier? Yep. Like, do you guys ever do that where, like, I'm actually so obsessed so far. I'm 24 pages in. They're about to go on a date. And she's talking about her date with her sister. And then they're talking about her mom, or their mom. But then I was like, I really just start reading. And then I'll remember and I'll catch on. But I'm like, what's going on? I'm telling you guys, the ADHD is bad. That's why we have the brown noise on. I'm 60 pages in, and they're still on the date that basically never ends. No spoilers, but it's so cute. It's literally like a rom-com, but Xavier's a vet, obviously. And they're having a conversation talking about their childhood pets. And she was like, yeah, I had a bunch of hamsters, but don't kill me. They all died premature deaths. So Xavier said, they're escape artists, and they're prone to cardiac arrest. Most need enclosures, much bigger than they're given. Also, they hibernate. People don't know that, and they bury them thinking they're dead. She stared at me. Are you telling me that I might have buried Hambert alive? Xavier, I'm gonna cry. I'm sure Hambert was dead, or that he died peacefully in his sleep, in his shallow grave. This book is so unnecessarily funny, and I love it. It's so cute. It reminds me of, like, an early 2000s rom-com, but it's obviously set in like today's time. They're talking about Rhysand from ACOTAR, but oh, it's so cute. It's giving me the same feelings like a rom-com does. Very cutie vibe. Besties, I just finished chapter 9, and why do I do this to myself? It's literally called Say You'll Remember Me. You know what I mean? No spoilers, but they just had like the perfect date. And it's called Say You'll Remember Me. Anyway, that's where we're at. We're doing a reading sprint. I'll let you know how far I get. But when Xavier was talking about his dad, like his parents, I had to put a big tab up there because I love that quote. And I've been annotating 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 things so far in 9 chapters. Besties, I'm on chapter 16, so I'm officially 111 pages in of Say You'll Remember Me. And no spoilers with the plot, but the dementia rep in here makes me so sad. It's so sad. Like, I've never read an Abby Jimenez book, so I'm just assuming that, like, it's emo for the emo girlies. Like, just, it's giving, like, it reminds me a lot of this book that I read. Where is it? There it is. Summer Romance by Annabelle Monaghan. I don't even know if that's how you say her name. I'm gonna put it on the screen. Very cutesy. Like, very, very cutesy. A little like Emily Henry vibes, except Emily Henry's is different. The one Emily Henry book I've read. But it's giving, like, that kind of a vibe. Very cutie, and it's gonna hurt me. Like, I don't know if I want to be hurt. But I'm 111 pages in, and I just feel so bad. Anything like health related just makes me so sad. Even if it's not, obviously, like, it wouldn't make anyone happy. Like, dementia's terrible, but it's just like, it made me so sad. I feel bad for the character going through what they're going through. And then it's literally called Say You'll Remember Me, like Lauren. Duh. Anyway, that's my update. Besties, it is a rainy day. Yes. And it is 64 degrees outside. That's fall. That's springween. I'm literally so obsessed with just fall in general, and where I live we don't get like a true fall. Like, it might be fall for 2 seconds. It goes from like hot to like a little bit of fall to like literally freezing. Sometimes literally just hot, but I just love fall as a season. It's so moody, it's so cozy, it's just a vibe. So today we are reading. We're doing some reading sprints. I'm so excited. I have updates on Say You'll Remember Me. I feel like I haven't done a great job at updating you guys along the way because I don't want to do any spoilers, but I'm just gonna give you like a quick rundown. But I have been annotating her because I am having a good time. I just feel like I'm reading this a lot slower, and I feel like as a mood reader, it's such a curse because I'm like, I'm having a good time, but also like I have to take breaks because I'm not really in the mood to read anything like sad. And it's not that this book is sad, it's just that it's like sentimental. That's what it is. And I guess I'm not really in the mood to read something sentimental. I think I've literally been in such a dark romance mafia hole. It's really a me problem, you guys. I'm not even kidding. But anyway, I'm on chapter 26, page 210. So Samantha and Xavier are in a long distance relationship, which is another thing. Like, I'm not really obsessed with the long distance of it all because obviously I usually like forced proximity and I like when the couple's like together, but I also understand it. So Samantha she moved across the country to take care of someone in her family that has dementia, which that's another thing too. I get so just like depressed when something in a book, which is fictional, happens that could happen in real life, because it's like, it's just so sad. Like, it's just so sad, I think, and which is so hypocritical of me, because like when a character in a dark romance or like a contemporary romance explores their trauma, it's different. But when it's like a health thing that like happens to people we know in everyday life, it's just like literally so sad to me. And it's like depressing, I think, because it just like, makes me think of real life and how that could happen. It makes me think of The Notebook. And obviously it's not the same scenario, but the point is, Samantha and Xavier have a long distance relationship. Like, when this book started out, I was like, yes, we have a vet. We have kind of Grumpy Sunshine vibes. And like, we're getting to know Xavier's backstory, which I really, really love so far. I love getting to know his backstory, but I haven't really wanted to spoil any plot points because this is such a sentimental book and it's such a like heartfelt story, and you get backgrounds from Samantha. Samantha's story is really focused on her family and helping her family take care of the family member that has dementia. And it's just so sad, like watching that person deteriorate, not recognize her. And it's just kind of bumming me out, like bumming me out. And even though I do love, love, love Abby Jimenez's writing, like I love it so much, but it's bumming me out. Like the vibe of the book is bumming me out. It is well written. It is sentimental. It is feel good. It's giving like Lifetime movie, Hallmark movie energy, having a good time, and I'm clearly annotating it like it's my job. But I'm reading the physical book too, so that's another thing. I have taken my time reading this book, and so when I've been doing my reading sprints, I've been doing baby reading sprints, because I'm just like, it's like making me kind of sad. And so like, one, it's making me sad because Xavier is a vet and they're in this long-term relationship because they went on this amazing date, and the date was so great. They hit it off, like love at first sight kind of vibe, but not like insta-lust, like they just clicked instantly. Like they were each other's person, and they're like, oh my gosh. And then she's like, oh, I'm moving. That annoyed me. And then it's like, but then whenever we found out like her reasoning for moving, I'm like, okay, valid. And this is going to be one of those books. Like, okay, the crisis and the conflict in the book is not going to be either one of the love interests, because they're nothing but green flags. It's going to be somebody in somebody's family going through a medical disaster. And it's just sad. Like, I'm so emo, and like, I love books that are like dark sad, or like they're sad the whole time. And it's not that I don't like this book. Don't take it like I don't like this book, but taking me longer to read this book than I originally like thought it was going to. So we're gonna sit here and we are going to read. It's raining, it's cozy, it's gloomy, it's the perfect day for this kind of vibe. I'm just like making myself, but I'm still like enjoying the book and I'm annotating it. And I will say the character that I resonate with the most is Xavier, just because of the way he is like overly responsible now and really, really like monitors his emotions and is protective over himself, but he still lets Samantha in. Like, I love that. And then again, Samantha's like kind of layers to her are being there for her family and wanting a person to build a life with. And so it's like they both want each other, but the conflict is the long distance and Samantha's family, her needing to be there to support them through the difficult time that is dementia that's affecting one of her family members. And like, I'm just not in the mood to like be bummed out. And I know that this book is gonna make me upset, and I don't like that. You know what I mean? You guys know what I mean. Anyway, we're on chapter 26, and I do love the simple things. I love how like Samantha works for a mustard company. She runs the PR for this mustard company, and like Xavier, like she was like, we can't be together, da 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 da, because again, the long distance, valid, whatever. But all he does is like support her no matter what. And the long distance, I'm just like, I'm not a lover of long distance. I'm like, just be together. But then it's like, the reasons are valid as to why they can't be together. So like I said, they're both green flags. And yeah, that's basically where we're at. I'm toxic probably, that's why. But I'm just like, it's sad. Okay, chapter 26. Page 237. What is up with this entire generation of aging adults who refuse to accept responsibility for themselves? Seriously, what is it? I could never imagine my kid not talking to me for a decade and me not going, hey, maybe it's me. I do love like Xavier's story, character, layers, and like the way he feels like he has to be a success so that he can prove something to his parents. Like I just love him and feel for him so much. Oh my God. Guys, I'm getting the ick. I just finished chapter 32, so I'm 258 pages in. So Xavier did something heroic. He's a vet, keep that in mind, and he's hot. He's been compared to Rhysand, which I actually loved, okay? I didn't mind that. I didn't mind the ACOTAR reference. I love book references in other books, okay? Then he went viral on TikTok, and so like they were talking about all the comments, and as funny as like the comments are, it's like the comments like in today's world that go on, and so like now I have the ick. One, the dementia is making me really depressed. The dementia aspect's making me so sad. Like, so sad. And, like, sad about in real life people that have dementia. Like, now I'm sitting here thinking about everybody with dementia, and it's just sad. And then, like, just when it's, like, I feel like Abby Jimenez does a great job of balancing, like, the sentimental happy moments with the sad moments. And, like, oh, this is why we appreciate life. And these memories, the mundane memories are so great. And, like, that's great. But then, like, the TikTok comments just lost me. So for me, when I'm depressed about the dementia aspect of it, and then, like, the humor comes up to balance it out, I can't even laugh because I'm getting the TikTok ick. And listen, in the month of April, I was in my DNF bag, and I really wanted DNF just because of that, which is so stupid. But I have like a little over 100 pages left, so I'm like, I want to know what happens. Like, are they going to be together or not? That is really what's keeping me reading this book, but the dementia is literally bumming me out and just making me so sad for the story. And it's literally a book. I mean, I need to touch grass. I'm literally touching grass. But like, the TikTok just icked me out. Like, do you guys get like that when social media is mentioned in books? Like, I don't mind when it's mentioned, but when it's just like overly done and like, I'm not laughing because I'm like, I'm not trying to read a TikTok comment section right now. I'm trying to read a book. You know? Just when something good happens, I can't even tell you guys, but it helps Xavier out. Just finished chapter 33, and now something bad literally just happened, and it's so sad, and I'm pissed. What the, like, besties? I'm on page 330. I'm almost done. I literally have this much left of the book, and first of all, everything bad has happened. Everything you could think of bad has happened. Like, everything bad has happened. So sad. It's just been like one hit after the other. And then Hank, no spoilers, but Hank, if you read this book, you know, the full circle moment, so sweet. But yeah, I'm obsessed. All I've got left are memories. You still have the chance to make them. I'll be disappointed if you don't. Hank. Oh my God. Okay, I'm on chapter 45. Page 347. Maybe that's the last thing we forget, or we never forget it at all. Not really. We lose the words to say it. We lose the ability to show it, but we never lose the ability to feel it or recognize it when we see it. Love is the brightest color in a gray world. I'm about to read the epilogue, but like, I can't even say anything, so I don't want to spoil it for you guys, but I loved the Hank vibe of it all, but I'm still like, I can't even say. Beautiful, beautiful spirit, beautiful story, but like, let me finish the epilogue. This is so sad. She had witnesses to her life and love. Oh, she was surrounded by love, and there is nothing more beautiful. I'm sick. They're listening to Alanis Morissette. The missing jewelry. Oh. Okay, we just finished. Oh shit, I didn't read the acknowledgements. Hold on. Xavier's playlist for Samantha. This was so good. Okay, I feel bad. First, let me put the cover on. Let me put her clothes back on. She's naked. Here are my annotations. I don't know if you guys can see. And then I have 3 big ones at the top. I teared up at the end because the dementia just like, it's so sad. Like, oh my God, it's so sad. But it makes me so happy because it's like caring for someone who doesn't know who they are. Like, that's just so sad. Like, And it's just like the whole time I was reading this, I'm just like, I don't even want to read about it because it's awful. Like, it's awful. But oh my God, Xavier and Samantha, like, I loved them so much, especially Xavier. And I'm very happy with the ending, especially with like the epilogue and everything. Because I was pissed when I told you guys I was pissed, and I was like, let me finish the book. Very happy with the ending and very satisfied. I will say, like, just back to the dementia rep, I think it's important that books have these topics in there because I don't want anyone watching to be like, oh my God, you hate that. No. I just don't know how to not disconnect from reality and fiction. And so, like, whenever I think of this, and really that's like why books like this are important, is to just bring awareness to, you know, what real people go through and like not knowing the people around them. And it's just so sad because it's just like, imagine not recognizing your life. Like, imagine not knowing like your husband or your children or, you know, where you're at, and like imagine being the person taking care of that person. It's just, oh my God. It's so sad. Like, it's so sad. And I can't, like, reading books, I think even about, like, addiction, like, I've talked about this before, they're so important because I come from a family who has struggled with addiction, a lot of people, and it's so sad, but it's also more understandable because it's like, it is a sickness in itself, and I think I can put myself in that person's shoes, or at least, like, in Boys of Tom and like Aoife, like loving someone that's gone through that. It's so hard. But like reading this, it's just like, this is just straight up not fair. It's just not fair that this disease attacks people and then all of a sudden they wake up and they don't know who they are. Like, it's just, God, it's like, I don't even want to think about it anymore. But I'm done. I think I'm gonna settle on 4.5 stars just because the story was so good. The characters were both good. The characters were both green flags, but it did take me long to get through it just because I don't like reading about medical problems. They freak me out. Like, I did love Grey's Anatomy randomly, but they freak me out and they make me depressed about real life, and I love reading as escapism. And reading does help teach us about the world around us and helps, you know, I'll be crying more that the book's over than I did reading the book. But the message was so good. So I can't rate it any less than 4.5. I'm just knocking off a 1/2 star because for me personally, I highly recommend this book. But just know there is a long distance relationship, there's a dementia rep, and there's so many important themes. I love Abby Jimenez now, and I love her writing and just, the dog aspects in this book, like the animals, like so cute. The way, the humor. I didn't like the TikTok-y stuff towards the end because I was in the trenches, you guys. Like, I'm reading one chapter and it's like literally gut-wrenching, depressing, sad, awful. And then the humor, because that's what I feel like Abby Jimenez did a great job, lightening the emotional load with that cutesy vibe. But the TikTok humor didn't make me laugh. It made me cringe. And I'm like, no. Like, I'm sad already. Anyway. But this is from my physical TBR. So we have officially read. We've knocked a book off of our physical TBR. I'm trying to like really focus on my physical TBR, but this was so good. Oh my God, the back. Love is easy, life is hard. It does have an HEA if you were wondering, and I definitely recommend this book if you're in the mood for something heartfelt, something sad, and just know you might be like me and you might not enjoy. I didn't know there was a dementia rep, or I probably wouldn't have even bought this book because not because I didn't enjoy it, but because it's just that type of stuff just makes me so sick at my stomach because I just start thinking about real people and then scenarios, and like if they happen to like, you know, like if they happen to someone in my life, like it's not fair. I would rather be the one, knock on wood, this is terrible. I would rather no one have dementia, but I would rather like forget things. But then it's like you're a burden. It's awful. It's awful. Oh, I don't even like thinking about it. So that is the only reason this is 4.5 stars. Because usually like if it takes me a longer time to finish a book, it's for a reason. So that's why I'm personally rating this 4.5 stars. Oh, so good. But if you like reading about that, I think this would be a 5-star read for you. Cover is beautiful. All the characters. Tristan, I loved Tristan. Oh my God. Samantha's brother, loved Tristan. And Hank. Hank was an honorable mention. And the full circle. Oh, and the ending. Okay, I need to read something happy. Goodbye. Thank God I'm reading multiple books at one time. You guys know. I'm always reading multiple books at one time. 4.5 stars. Definitely recommend. Jump scare. All my laundry's in the background, ignore it. But we are officially starting our second book in our reading vlog. But first, we need to open it, Alani. Also, I did my nails. How do we feel? I changed the shape because my pinky ripped off. And so this one was like so short, and I was like, you know what? I'm not gonna put an extension on it. So I just made the rest short. So that's what we're doing. We're drinking an Alani Nu lime slush. Oh yeah. Straw, of course, to match the cup. We're about to do our makeup. But I was like, you know what? I'm feeling like now's a good time to start a book. So we have our iPad because you guys know when I'm doing something, I cannot read a physical, or lately I've not been into just purely audiobooks. Like I want to be able to annotate the books because I'm insane. So I think I'm going to start King of Gluttony by Anna Huang. This is book 6 in her Kings of Sin series. So it's off of the 7 Deadly Sins. So this is book 6. Look how pretty. It's King of Gluttony. So like they have King of Wrath, King of Pride, King of Sloth, King of Greed, King of Envy, and now King of Gluttony. I was like, what are the 7 deadly sins? Don't even ask me off the top of my head. Anyway, the point is, I've talked about the Kings of Sin series before. Here's what I love. I love King of Wrath, Dante Russo. I love him! Love King of Wrath. Literally love King of Greed. I didn't like King of Pride because he wears glasses, and there are like exceptions for men who wear glasses in books, and he's not one of them. Kai, I think is his name. But anyway, I loved King of Wrath, Dante, and Vivian, and then loved King of Greed. A groveling husband and a woman who chooses herself. Yeah. Thank you. And then I liked King of Envy. I think it was 4 stars for me. But yeah, if I had to rank it, probably number 1 in the series for me. They're interconnected standalones, by the way. So they follow a group of like interconnected people, but they don't all like, they pop up in each other's books, but you could totally read them out of order. So here's my personal ranking. Coming in at number 1 so far, obviously. King of Greed is my favorite. Listen to the audiobook because Teddy Hamilton, delicious, love him. Groveling husband, and it's so good. So number 1, King of Greed. Number 2 for me is King of Wrath because Dante and Vivian, my babies. And then number 3 is King of Envy because Vuk and Ayana. I love Ayana. So they're in 3rd place. 4th place, probably King of Sloth, and then King of Pride. I don't know where this one's gonna fall, but I love 3, and then I don't care for 2 so far. So I'm excited to see what I think of this. The cover is beautiful as usual. Really miss Anna Huang. Even when I don't love something, I still have a good time. You know what I mean? Like that's how an Anna Huang book is. It's just delicious. The Twisted series, love it. I want to read her sports series too because I just love her writing. They're digestible, they're fun, they're spicy. Also, Anna Huang is so beautiful and she looks so innocent that you would never think she'd be writing spicy stuff like this, but she is just a master at it. So I love Anna Huang, and I was like, you know, we have to read an Anna book. Okay, and I'm in the mood. It's been a minute since I've read an Anna book, probably since the last Kings of Sin book. Is what the synopsis says. She's his greatest rival and his greatest weakness. Handsome, talented, and beloved by almost everyone. Sebastian Laurent is used to being on top. The heir to a culinary empire, his sharp instincts and effortless charm have made him a legend. What people don't see are the demons lurking beneath his golden boy facade. There's only one person who's come close to knowing the real him, Maya Singh, his childhood rival and secret obsession. She's also the only one who's ever successfully challenged him. He can't stand her, but if that's true, why can't he stop thinking about her? Smart, witty, and competitive to a fault. Top marketing executive Maya Singh is used to winning. Dogs were freaking out at literally a car driving by. So anyway, as I was saying, where was I? I think I was right here. Maya Singh is used to winning unless her opponent is Sebastian. It's something that's infuriated and motivated her entire life. So when a series of unfortunate events forces her to work with her sworn enemy, she's determined to one-up him and show him the world who's the best once and for all. What she didn't count on, not hating their time together. To her horror, she might even like it. There may be a thin line between love and hate, but that's one line she'll never cross. Not with him ever. King of Gluttony is a steamy childhood rivals to lovers, forced proximity, billionaire romance. It's book 6 of the Kings of Sin series, but can be read as a standalone. So you can totally read this as a standalone. And I do love a billionaire romance. I love when the man's rich. You know, I love it. But I love childhood rivals to lovers. Also, King of Gluttony. Is he gonna eat a lot of food? Like, are we gonna eat a lot of snacks? Like, what's going on? Okay, we're gonna get into this. The dedication says to finding courage in the face of fear. So the next time you see me, I'm going to be in the middle of makeup. But I just wanted to update you guys. We're starting a new bookie. Alani Lime Slush, new Anna Huang book. Life is worth living. 1,000 years later. I am done. I've lived multiple lives since I last told you guys I was starting King of Gluttony. We're slowly drinking our Alani. I find if I drink them slower, I don't get like the shakes as bad. Also, ADHD is so weird. I've said this so many times, but like sometimes the Alani will make me zoomy. Or sometimes I'll drink the Alani. It literally relaxes me so much I could take a freaking nap. And it's not even really about the caffeine. It's about the like comfort of the Alani. Do you guys, you know what I'm saying? Anyway, I'm almost done. I'm about to lay down my brows, do my mascara. I blow dried my hair and I'm letting it like half air dry, but I hate hair wash day. It's so much energy. I just wear my hair in braids and take the braids out. It's so much. Anyway, okay. I am 91 pages through King of Gluttony. So Gluttony makes sense because they both of their families, Maya and Sebastian, their families are in food. So Maya's is like frozen food and she feels some type of way because she's like, oh, it's frozen food, like I'm gonna do as good as I can, but she's like yearned for more of like a luxurious status in the food industry, da 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 da. Sebastian, his family owns Michelin star restaurants. He yearns to be a chef. My boy just wants to cook. Anyone can cook, like on Ratatouille. Anyway, it's so cute. They are childhood rivals. Like I said, they went to boarding school together in Switzerland. We got a little Ayana. We saw Ayana. We saw Vuk. I love Vuk. Kind of miss them. Their book wasn't super slow burning to me or envious. Like they got together quicker than I wanted. I like when like you gotta wait longer for them to get together. But anyway, I still loved the both of them, especially Ayana is my girl. But anyway, what was I saying? Oh yeah. And Sebastian's dad like wants him to be CEO. So Maya and Sebastian are working together on a frozen food collab with the luxurious Michelin star brand thing. They're doing like a collab together, so they have to work in close proximity. So we have forced proximity. They're not really enemies, they're just rivals. Like they're in competition with each other. So there's no like hate there or anything, which I love. Also, I love that Maya has a candy addiction. It like calms her down. And in like the very beginning of the book, Sebastian left her like a chocolate bonbon. Like very cute, very cutesy. So far it's very good. Sebastian has some kind of trauma and lore. I don't really know yet. We don't really know anything. Let me find and see if I have any quotes for you guys. I've been annotating because that's why I love my iPad, because like if I can't have my hands on deck. Oh, I loved this. Page 36. Most of all, I couldn't stand the way she haunted my thoughts for days, weeks, months, years. I love it. He doesn't want her to haunt us. That's what she does. I love it. Why do you care if I'm miserable? I thought you'd love seeing that because I'm the only one who gets to make you miserable. So very cutesy vibes. I really like Sebastian's character. I really like Maya's character. Like I just said, Anna Huang is a good time. So I know when I read an Anna Huang book, I'm gonna have a good time. But I just put powder on my brows. They look literally scary. So I have to put gel on them to make them look less scary. Blow dried my hair. And we're gonna get ready for the day. Yeah, that is my update on King of Gluttony. I love it! And we're almost completely done getting ready. Are you a makeup girl or a hair girl first? Because last time you guys saw me, I had my hair up because it's wash day. And I don't wash my hair every day because it's so long. It's so fine, but it's so long that it like literally takes forever. Anyway, yeah. That's pretty much where we're at. Okay. Besties. Update on King of Gluttony. I just finished chapter 16. I'm 160 pages in. 41% in. I haven't given you guys many updates because I'm gonna be so real with you. I've been reading off and on like at night, and I've been reading like we were outside today and I was reading a little bit then. I am just not obsessed. Like I don't dislike it, but I'm not obsessed. And I feel like this is the thing. I've been reading this book for like 4.5 days, which for me, that means that I'm not obsessed. That's usually a sign of not a 5-star read for me. Just because if it's a 5-star read, I can't stop reading. Now, sometimes that can change. So I'm not like saying this book isn't good, but I'm literally 41% of the way through, and like every time I start to read it, I start to like zone out a little bit. That's also a mood reading ADHD thing. I think Sebastian and Maya, because they're like, it's rivals to lovers, like childhood rivals to lovers, they're still like kind of rivals, but they're working on a business project together because you guys both know their families both like in foods, like whatever. That's fine. But here's my thing. I'm just like, there's no tension. It's like, you don't like dislike each other strongly, but you don't like each other. You know what I mean? Whereas like with enemies to lovers, like I think it's a me problem. With enemies to lovers, there's like a lot of toxicity. So you're like, ooh, like I'm sad. But like with this, it's not that way. It's just like, I'm underwhelmed right now. But I do love every glimpse at everyone else. Like, oh my God, Dante. I love Dante Russo. And I love Dominic talking about his baby. Like, I love them so much. Even glimpses of Kai building bookshelves for Isabella. I think Isabella. Like, I love the glimpse of the other guys in the series. But again, this isn't like my favorite series anyway, but I'm just not completely obsessed. And like, I brought my Kindle because I'm trying this new thing. Random. See, I'm not even like excited to talk about it. Like, not in a bad way, but I was about to tell you guys something else. I'm in this new phase where I spend so much time scrolling social media, like not not even like doing anything like productive. So me and Book Husband have been running around town, and I left my phone at home like completely, which is that good because of safety reasons? Probably not. But it's just like, I just don't want to be on it doom scrolling. So like I brought my Kindle and I'm reading this book, and then I'm reading a physical book at the same time right now. So I brought it with me just so I wouldn't doom scroll, and I'm literally like on my Kindle like, what else can I read that I have on here? Which is so stupid because like I'm invested and I can't wait to know what's like gonna happen, but like I'm just, there's not really any crazy updates besides they had like this, because no spoilers, so I don't want to spoil anything for you if like, you know, you're into green flag energy, but like she's been on 2 dates now, and when both of the dates went bad, he sent a dessert to her table afterwards. Like, and that's so cute. Like, I guess it's the king of gluttony because she loves sweets, but it's just not like, it's not doing anything crazy for me. You know what I mean? And it's really dark. So anyway, that's the update. Here's a random update. Actually, I'm on page 163. I'm pushing through, you guys. Anyway, Killian. I love Killian, and like everyone's trying to set Killian up with Maya, but like obviously we know she's gonna end up with Sebastian, whatever. And her parents gave her an ultimatum that she has to get married like within a year because they're like, it's gonna be an arranged marriage, like if you don't get married, whatever. I guess her family's very traditional in that sense. So Sloan, my girl Sloan, I love Sloan, she's asking Maya if she liked Killian, and she said, he's such a player, but you never know, you could be the one to tame him. Obviously Maya's not, but I'm ready for Killian's book. So Killian will probably be the last one, and I'm really into Killian. I love a boy. I do. It's just entertaining. And I really like Sebastian and Maya. I wanted to say that. Like, I don't just like them, they're just not super exciting. You know, that's it. But Killian, I'm already excited. Dante, I love Dante. Dominic, I love Dominic. You know what I mean? The lighting is terrible. Ignore it. But I just finished chapter 20, and things are heating up. Things are happening, and I'm so excited. But like, no spice, just tension. And thank God. So Maya's on a date with this guy she's having a second date with, and she runs into Sebastian, and like, it was one of those scenes where like they brush their lips together. They don't kiss, but it's like a whisper of a kiss. You know what I mean? And it was so good. And he gave her a gift that he was going to give to her on her birthday, and it was so sweet. I'm not going to tell you guys what it is, but the meaning behind it was so sweet. So finally I'm like getting a little connected to them, because for a while it's not that I don't like them, but I just didn't feel connected to them. And now I'm like, I at least am connected to their romance. You know what I mean? I love that. So cute. So we just started chapter 21. We're at 48%. So 48% is when I'm finally into it and want to like keep reading like in a sprint, if that makes sense. Besties, it's raining. The sun is not shining, and I'm extremely happy. I'm also sipping a little fridge cigarette. Was doing a reading sprint of King of Gluttony. So it's like, it's literally the perfect day to read. We're gonna do some reading today. And I had to pull the camera out. For someone so smart, you can be so clueless. So Sebastian lied that he had a date because obviously we know they are childhood rivals to lovers, but they're not like currently rivals because they're working on the project. One thing about me is I love a slow burn. Not that I like haven't been liking this book, but I've just been like, it's been taking a minute for me to like really get into it. The slow burn is slow burning. And I'm not talking like, oh, I need smut. No, I just wanted something to happen. I feel like for a while we were just stagnant and nothing was really happening. I'm obsessed because finally like they're talking. Like Sebastian just says, for someone so smart, you could be so clueless. Like, are you blind, babe? Like, even your grandma is out here orchestrating you guys to get together. You know what I mean? Anyway, so we had a kiss. Yes, I loved it. You have no idea how long I've wanted this. And we're at 52%. That is what I like to see. So we're reading. We're snacking. I'm eating these pizza protein chips. We're having ourselves a day. Oh my God. Page 217. You taste even better than I imagined, my angel. Stop. Did that feel like a mistake to you? I shook my head, unable to form words. Good, because if it did, I would have had to the doubt out of you. Oh! He said what? What did he say? Or maybe that's what you want. Do you want me to you, Maya? Don't piss me off. I'm on page 238. He said all that. Homie basically Homie basically wrote you an essay, and you couldn't even form a sentence. Maya, don't piss me off. Don't piss me off. What letter? What letter? We need more information. Obviously there's a letter on the cover, but what letter? I'm about to start chapter 27, you guys. The letter, chapter 30. I'm about to start chapter 30. The letter, I'm obsessed. We're at 64%, I will say. Obsessed with the stairs. The stairs scene. Obsessed with the letter. The letter we finally get to read and we get the lore and everything makes sense. No spoilers, of course. But it was slow burn, but we're only at 64% of the way through. So I'm nervous because I know myself. When a couple gets together, I lose all interest. So I am kind of scared about that, but I'm enjoying it now. So I'm fully attached to them now, which I'm loving. But I'm about to start chapter 30 and I'm hoping it can keep my attention because usually when the couple gets together, unless there's like something like some kind of conflict, there's not really a conflict. So I'm nervous, but we shall see. I love the letter. Oh, so cute. Besties, I have an update for you for King of Gluttony. No spoilers, but I am 84% of the way through. I just finished chapter 40. Shit hit the fan. And now their romance has turned into a little bit of forbidden romance. I'm still enjoying it. I will say I'm not like gagged, like, oh my God, like this is my favorite one of the Kings of Sin. And again, we're only 84% of the way through, but it has turned into a bit of a forbidden romance. And so like their family dynamics have came into play, and obviously they're collabing. Their two family businesses are collabing, and now there's some like drama going on with their family. So I definitely feel like that is added to me being like into the plot, but nothing revolutionary. So I haven't really updated you guys with anything like that, but we're about to start chapter 41. So I feel like this last chunk of this book is going to be really good because some shit hit the fan and there's more to it. And so we're about to find out more information without giving any spoilers. So that's where we're at. That is the update for now. Page 355. So there's some things that went down. I'm not going to tell you guys what they are, but they have to hire a private investigator to look into it because they're like, something's going on, like let's look into it. The person I had in mind didn't always follow the letter of the law, to put it mildly. His morals were suspect, his motives even more so, but he was the best in the business. Several of our friends had used him in the past, and they'd all agreed he was a consummate professional if he agreed to the job. After a long pause, Sebastian sighed and nodded. With his reluctant blessing, I set aside my own reservations and called Christian Harper. Christian Harper's from Twisted Lies, if you've read the Twisted series by Anna Huang. That's why I love her universe, and I still need to read her like sports books because Christian Harper is that man. That just made me miss Christian Harper. Am I still like having a good enough time with King of Gluttony? Yes, especially because the plot has changed, but I'm sitting here thinking about Christian Harper now. I miss him, Your Honor, I miss him. Besties, we have officially finished King of Gluttony, and here's the thing. I was just sitting here thinking of what to rate it, because, okay, I love the interconnected world that Anna Huang gives us. Love a Christian Harper mention. And I also am so excited for Killian's book. Like, I literally cannot wait for Killian and Tate's story. I love a bad boy turned good, and I just know that I'm gonna love those tropes. I just think that for me, I loved the letter. So when you guys read this book, or if you're wanting to read this book, there is a lot of yearning, like, love the yearning of it. So I'm like, I can't give it too low of a rating because of the yearning. I love the yearning, but I feel like the trope, childhood rivals to lovers, in the very beginning I was like, oh, they have beef, but then they wouldn't actually have beef. And I just don't think they were super competitive with each other. Like, obviously I love that he was obsessed with her, but the rivals to lovers I wasn't feeling. I wasn't feeling the rivals. Let me just say that. I wasn't feeling the rivals, and that's okay. But I wasn't as obsessed as I thought I was gonna be. Did I dislike this as much as I disliked King of Sloth? No. So King of Sloth is still in last place. But I feel like this one is right there with King of Pride. Like, King of Pride didn't stick out to me. You didn't stick out to me. So I feel like this one and King of Pride, I enjoyed moments of King of Pride better than I did this one, but kind of the same. And I loved the ending of this book after the 60% mark. That's another thing too. It took me a while to get into it. Not because of the slow burn, but because, like I said, I didn't really get the rivals, the childhood rivals. And I'll tell you, obviously I'm not writing the book, but you know what I would have loved to have seen? I would have loved to have seen flashback chapters of them as childhood rivals. I think that would have connected me to the rivals of it all. Because when we start, it's like, oh, it's rivals, and it's like, the rivals wasn't really giving. So it's not that I dislike this book. I definitely recommend this book if you love green flags, because to me there were no red flags at all, and there was no reason for them to even be rivals, in my opinion. Like, I know he teased her and his nickname for her was very cute and like whatever, but again, it meant nothing to me. Like, the rivals meant nothing to me because, like, currently, even if they were supposed to be rivals, it didn't give rivals. So I think it's because I went in with like expectations. Also too, same reason I didn't really like King of Sloth is that I just wasn't connected. And I think I would have been more connected if we got flashbacks, but I did love the letter. I love how much he loved her. I love how much he always thought of her. I love a man who yearns. But again, it would have been cooler, I think, if we would have seen the yearning and like the rivals whenever they were kids and in school. But I just didn't really feel connected to it. I want to rate it more than 3 stars because I was going to do 3 stars, but I'm like, I feel like I'm going to do 3.5 stars. I think I'm going to do 3.5 just because the half is for the letter, but 3 just means kind of like I probably wouldn't reread. I definitely don't think I would reread this book. I don't think I would reread it. I'm glad I saw a lot of Killian. First of all, I'm so excited. And I love Anna Huang's books. Even when like I said, at the beginning, we were reading King of Gluttony. Even when I'm not obsessed, I still had a good time. Like, Anna Huang is always a good time. She writes smut so beautifully. She just is fun. It's a fun time. So I still had fun, but did I have the most fun compared to all of the other books I've read by Anna Huang? No. Is it the worst book I've read by Anna Huang? Also no. But I think I'm gonna settle on 3.5 stars. And would I recommend this book? Absolutely. But if you are like me and you're like, oh my God, the rivals, not like enemies, but like enemy adjacent. I don't think they were enemy adjacent. I don't know. I'm like, whatever rivals means, I guess I don't read a lot of rivals, but like, they were not giving rivals to me. They were not giving rivals. Like, when I think of rivals, I think of heated rivalry. When I think of rivals, I think of hockey, sports, you know, like actual rivals. They did not give rival to me at all. They just gave like a little bit of banter, but I liked their banter. The plot was pretty good. I feel like their project kind of got lost in the sauce. Like, their project was so important and then it's just kind of got lost in the sauce. That's another thing. That's why it's 3.5. But the yearning, I really love the explanation, and I love when a man's obsessed with a woman and he gets jealous, but he's still a green flag. So that's another reason too I'm so toxic. And like, I love Dante from King of Wrath. You know what I mean? I love Dominic from King of Greed. But like, Dominic yearned more from King of Greed. Even though, yes, I know the letter and everything, love that. But compared to my other kings, he's not holding a candle to my other kings. Am I still gonna buy the book because I have the entire Kings of Zen series? Yeah, okay. You know what I mean? Like I said, I still really liked it, but it's not at the top of my reread list. You know, it's just not. But I'm so excited for Killian and I cannot wait. And like, that'll be the last book of the series, and I feel like it's best for last. It started amazing, it's gonna end amazing, and this just wasn't one of my favorites, but also not my least favorite of the series. So I still recommend this book. 3.5 stars. Same spot in the same outfits. Yeah, but we're starting our next book. We're starting our next book because it's a rainy, cozy day. And I'm really, really excited about this one because we are starting My Dreadful Darling by H.G. Carlton. And here's the thing. You know what I know about this book? Nothing. And here's the thing I know about me. I've read 3 H.G. Carlton books. I've read The Cat and Mouse Duet, and then I read Does It Hurt. I love My Girl Down Bad. I still need to read What Is Going On With My Bangs. You guys didn't even tell me. Whoa. Anyway, I love H.G. Carlton. I am an H.G. Carlton stan. I love her writing. I love the darkness in her books. They have healed so many things in me, and especially Zaid Meadows. Like, that's my baby. That's my baby. That's my baby. That's my man. Okay, I will defend Zaid Meadows, even though, did I write him? No. Do I love The Cat and Mouse Duet? Yes. And you know what I get really like sick of is just seeing all the like hate and nasty things people say about H.G. Carlton because of literal words on paper. Like, I understand dark romance is not for everybody, and I'm not going to go on a rant about it, I promise, because this is a reading vlog and it's fun and we're having a good time. I just want to preface and say, shout out to that woman for still feeding us, because even when I post about The Cat and Mouse Duet, which has personal reasons why I love those books, it's not just because it's smutty and fun and spooky and like creepy haunted house vibes, and like, all that aside, it was my first dark romance I ever read. It will always hold a special place in my heart, specifically Haunting Adeline. Haunting Adeline was, oh my God, serious. So good, so necessary. But the point is, I just love Miss H.G. Carlton, so I'm always gonna support her. And yeah, I really, 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 really I'm excited about this, and I don't really know anything about it besides the cover looks beautiful. I'm looking at it on Goodreads right now. I'm gonna read you guys the synopsis. Okay, Here we go. My darling, it is you who is dreadful. Reverie Adams has only one goal in life, to keep her head above water with her father's sinister legacy weighing on her shoulders. Reverie? Interesting. But she's no stranger to drowning. It's her very first memory after all, and if her demons have it their way, it will also be her last. Even with the blood of a serial killer running through her veins, Reverie attempts a normal life at Hollow Cannon University. Ooh, is it dark academia? Like, see, I know nothing. Oh my god. But there's a ghost from her past who refuses to set her free, haunting her every waking hour, and he will not rest until he has made her suffer. So he's mean to her. Oh, okay. Dreadful Sharp has one. Dreadful Sharp? His name is Dreadful? His name is Dreadful? My dreadful darling? His name is Dreadful. Dreadful Sharp has only one goal in life, but it's not winning gold medals as an Olympic swimmer. Oh, he's a swimmer. Okay. Oh my god, and she said she drowned in her very first memory. Oh my god, and he's a swimmer. The only thing Dread, oh, it goes by Dread. That's a hot name. Why is she so good at her names? Zade, Dreadful, Dread. I love it. The only thing Dread strives for is vengeance against the family who murdered his mother. Oh my god. Who murdered his mother? And it said serial killers. So Reverie's dad's a serial killer and killed Dread's. Oh my god. Okay. Determined to make Reverie pay, Dread does everything in his power to ensure she never finds a moment's peace. Like, it's not her fault. Me already getting stressed. See, I love it. I'm so excited. Okay. If he has it his way, she will drown in his wrath until her very last breath. Oh my god. However, not everything in Reverie's past is as it seems. Together, they may be forced to face the most harrowing of truth. Dread isn't the only ghost who intends to make Reverie suffer. Author's note. This book is one in a duet and ends on a cliffhanger. Oh my god. But isn't the next book coming out? Let me see. Okay. Let's do some investigating. You know what I'm really bad at? And I apologize. I'm so sorry to my besties who I love. I love you. I am so sorry for every freaking time I go to like do a reading blog or something or a book recommendation video. You guys, it's my ADHD. Like, I'm so bad. I'm always like, I think this is the first one in the series. Like, I never know anything. I know nothing. It's just empty up there. I do know things. No negative self-talk in 2026. I've said this in multiple videos because it's on my vision board back there. You guys can kind of see it. The point is, I never hold information about like dates and stuff. Like, I know ACOTAR 6 is coming out in October. October 29th? I think it's October 29th. See, I just lied like a rug. But the point is, unless it's ACOTAR, which we've waited years for, like, I just don't hold things. I'm like, I think there's a book coming out pretty soon. Like, I know there's a Rena Kemp book coming out this summer, I think. Summer or September? I don't even know. See, I don't know. I know nothing. So anyway, let's look into this. Hollow Graves. That's what it's called. Hollow Graves Duet. Number 2, May 19th. You guys, a new book is literally coming out. Okay, no, I'm so excited. No, I'm literally so excited. Me and Book Husband, I don't know what date you guys are gonna see this because we don't follow a schedule around here, but the book literally comes out like right now. It's literally May 5th right now. Happy Cinco de Mayo. Okay, anyway, the point is, it literally comes out now, so I need to read it now. I'm so excited. So yay, it ends on a cliffhanger. Okay, so that's what we know. Serial killer dad for my girl. Yeah, Reverie and Dreadful. Reverie and Dread. Rev and Dread. Yeah! Stupid. Okay. Let me pull her up. I'm so excited. Do I listen to the audiobook? I wonder if there's an audiobook out. Should we do investigating? Also, should we investigate the playlist? Because I feel like we haven't really been doing our playlist vibes lately, so let's go ahead and do that. Oh my god, she talks about PPD. I literally love her so much. You guys, anyone that says anything negative about H.E. Carlton, shut up! Ugh, I get so sick of it. First of all, the trigger warnings. That's a terrible book. Do you guys see what that is? Trigger warnings. Read those if you're worried about it. Okay, can I speak? Okay. After speaking with several sensitivity readers and medical professionals, I made the decision to refer to Regina's diagnosis as postpartum psychosis to separate her psychotic symptoms from depression and postpartum depression. PPD is widely misunderstood as it is, and I felt this was best to avoid perpetrating harmful stereotypes of PPD and depression. You guys, she's a woman of the people. As having either of these disorders does not turn someone into a bad or evil person. Women who experience PPD are not crazy. They're not bad mothers. It is not their fault. Because she's also talked about experiencing postpartum depression on her Instagram. I follow her on Instagram and stalk her because I love her. And what they're feeling is not in their control. They deserve grace, support, love, and time. I love her so bad. And then she literally has like hotlines people can call. I love her. Everyone needs to shut up. Okay, oh my god, it went right in the prologue. I'm not ready to start reading. I want to look up a playlist. Wait, there it is. I skipped the playlist. I didn't skip the playlist. Do you guys ever open a Kindle? And this could be on like your Kindle, like Kindle or the Kindle app on my iPad. It skipped everything. Dedication. You guys, to the people who publicly hate me but are secretly reading this right now, I love you too, Pookie. Ah! What was I just saying? I was just saying I'm obsessed with her. I love her down bad. I love her so bad. Oh my God. I need to order this book. I looked for this book at Books A Million and I couldn't find it. Oh my God, Sleep Token. Gracie Abrams, Sleep Token again. No, I'm so excited. I feel like we just need to listen. Oh my gosh. Okay, so I'm so excited. Let's see what the audiobook is. Let's see if it's on Spotify so I can like test it. Because here's the thing. I have really realized in 2026, I used to be able to, this is like an old thing. Like when I first read ACOTAR, the entire Massiverse, I immersive read every single thing I read. And if I'm like in a really bad slump, like I really love graphic audio too. A lot of people ask me what I listen to audiobooks. I have Spotify Premium, so you get like 15 hours a month. So I'll use that off and on. I also have Audible and I get Audible credits, obviously like if you have an Audible membership. And then I also love graphic audio. Not every book has graphic audio, but I read the entire Massiverse with graphic audio, not Throne of Glass, I read like the Audible. But I love immersive reading, but I feel like lately, specifically in like 2025 and 2026, I have not really been able to like immersive read an entire book. And if I do, it takes me so much longer because I'm like, I feel guilty if I buy a whole audiobook and then I'm reading it. I feel like I'm either gonna do one or the other, and I haven't been on my audiobook only vibe. Okay, so I use my Kindle Reading Assist more than an audiobook because I like to have the book there so I can annotate. You guys know what I'm saying. Anyway, let's see if this is on here. Trauma Olympics. Oh my God, love the guitar. Dangerous by Sleep Token. Okay, I'm ready to start reading, so here we go. You guys, I'm one sentence in. I have to read you guys the first sentence. It's of the prologue, if you want to know. There are a lot of ways my mother could have tried to kill me, but I've always been grateful she chose a method that left me with only internal scars. That was the first kindness she offered me in life. The last was hanging herself 7 months ago. Oh my God, we're starting out crazy. Freshman year, August 2021. Okay, we're about to lock in. Kellen Sharp? I thought his name was Dreadful. Oh my God, he's such a good swimmer that his coach nicknamed him Dreadful. So now the nickname sticks. His real name is Kellen. Ooh. Besties. I am 16 pages in. 16 pages in. I just finished chapter 1. Oh my God, I'm obsessed. I'm literally obsessed. First of all, H.G. Carlton's a spooky bitch. Okay, she's just like us, for real. You guys know I literally love fall. I love Halloween. I love cozy vibes, but not too much. But Scream is like one of my favorite Halloween movies ever. Guess what Dredd dressed up as for Halloween? Billy from Scream. When he has blood all over him. Obviously he's an Olympian and he's a swimmer for the school's team. And so like everybody's obsessed with him and he's popular. And so they're sitting in the middle of class. This is literally chapter 1. And he's pulling her hair. It's a bully romance. You know what I'm saying? A dark bully romance. And her dad killed his mom. So like they have beef. He was trying to tell the truth. So her dad got locked up but not as long as he should have. So now he's like low-key might get released. And there's also a copycat killer. So like there's multiple things going on. There's murder mystery. There's bully romance. There's dark elements. There's his mom got murked. So they're literally enemies. Actual enemies. Yes, thank God. I'm so happy. Like I needed this. I needed this. I needed this so bad. Anyway, also, this is spoiler free, but I think I already know who the copycat is. And I'm not gonna say who because then my reactions later will give away what I say. So I'm not gonna say who, but I'm gonna put it on my Goodreads. Getting ready to like put this quote on my Goodreads. So if you guys wanna know who I thought it was and you read this book, go look at my Goodread updates. It's always in my description box. But anyway, I'm gonna put it on my Goodreads, but this is spoiler free, so I don't wanna say anything like that. I think I already see, but I always act like I'm good at like getting plot twists and stuff, and then it's like, sometimes I am, especially with fantasy books, but sometimes I'm like, is it because I'm good at seeing the villain or is it because it's a predictable book? And I'm not saying this is a predictable book, but anyway, I feel like I already know who the copycat killer is. Anyway, so it's so many things going on. This is such a spooky vibe. Scream mentioned, obsessed. So anyway, they're sitting in class and he pulls her hair and he literally says, I can see why your father liked hair, you know. He has his hand in her hair. And so she says, focus on your test, Dredd. You might actually learn something other than what your own voice sounds like. Okay, hell yeah, loving that. Careful, darling. I might think you have a thing for my voice. I'm already giggling and kicking my feet and screaming and I have to take a freaking shower. I have to get in my PJs and get cozy and we're about to binge the shit out of this. Like, I'm so excited. You guys don't even understand. Oh my God. So then she's like, raises her hands and the teacher's like, is there an issue? And she says that Dredd is sexually harassing her. And apparently she does this all the time, but like he's an Olympian and brings a lot of money in for the school, and popular, whatever. And so then the teacher gets on to Dredd and Dredd says, I'm sorry, are you referring to Miss D'Amour? Because she changed her name from Charlotte D'Amour to Reverie Adams. So that like, cause her dad is a famous serial killer, obviously. And the teacher says, I believe Miss Adams is correct. And Dredd says, I apologize. I still get confused sometimes. I caught Reverie researching how to dispose of a body after chopping them into pieces. I figured her father would have taught her that, but you know, not everyone is a fast learner. He's literally flaming her and exposing the fact that her dad's a serial killer. Like, even though everybody knows and she changed her name and trying to do all this, like, I literally can't. And then his real name's Kellen, obviously, which I love the names. Again, I love H.G. Carlton. So she said, I apologize for Kellen's confusion, Professor. We all know he can't read very well and gets confused. All the chlorine has eroded his brain. I'm crying. And then he says, murderers are charming. Don't let that pretty smile fool you. She learned it from her daddy. I'm sure he's taught her all kinds of skills. Shut up right now. I'm screaming. And then she was talking about how he dressed up as Billy from Scream. Yeah, so I'm obsessed. So I just started chapter 2. I'm obviously, like, we're 17 pages in now. I'm not going to be reading stuff word for word, bar for bar. And you guys pretty much know what I know. She changed her name. Her dad's a serial killer. And he killed Dredd's mom. And so they have real beef. Like, there's a reason for them to hate each other, which I literally love. I'm actually obsessed. And we're about to go take a shower, do our skincare, get completely cozy, and then probably wash my hair. We're gonna get our life together. And then we're gonna do a reading sprint. I'm so excited. You guys, I did my skincare and I just got out of the shower and we are on page 25. Yes, I'm updating on page 25. I literally am having the best time. New characters unlocked. Rogue and Severin Fox. Oh, and her best friend. She works at a funeral home. Creepy. Very H.D. Carlton. But listen to this. Beside me is Severin Fox. He's the softer, quieter one, not any less enigmatic than his friends. I've seen too many women trip over their own feet when they catch sight of his deep auburn hair, amber eyes, and the dimples on either side of his killer smile. This is the part I'm talking about. When he's not helping his best friends torture me, he has his nose shoved in a romance novel, which has always been really confusing to me. Being both a romantic and a bully makes no sense. Are we going to get a book about him? So Dredd. We just got Dredd's POV for the first time. I'm eating this up. As tempted as I am to leave her out there until her lungs finally freeze, I couldn't possibly live without her. If she dies, I have no one to take my endless wrath out on, and that just won't do. Oh, yeah. Besties, we are cleaning today and we're getting our life together. Also ignore my voice. My autoimmune's being a little freak. But let me get my iPad real quick. I just finished chapter 7 of my dreadful darling. I am on page 103. Oh my God. I haven't given you guys any quotes because I've been reading a lot in bed and I'm using my Kindle Reading Assist on my little holder. So I'm doing a lot of laundry today. I'm cleaning. I'm getting my shit together, which is amazing. We love this. Oh, let me show you guys this. This has nothing to do with the book, but look how cute this is. I'm trying to like be more organized because this is where like I write down like my to-do list and like when I'm getting ready, I do my makeup here and everything, but I also like come in here, drink my coffee, do my skincare, like get my whole life together, okay? So I always braid my hair and I use these little rubber bands and they were in the bag sitting here and they look so ugly. So look how cute that is. I literally was like, that's adorable. And it gives. I have a Sex in the City poster right there and I just love anything Sex in the City. So I was like, that's so cute. And then I put my brushes in here. How cute. Anyway, I'm cleaning today. I'm getting my life together. We're going on a trip in a week. So this week is like reset week. So, update on my dreadful darling because I'm listening, but I also want to annotate because I've told you guys that before. Like, I love the Kindle Reading Assist thingy on here. You can turn it on and then you hit play and you can do the speed. I'm listening at 1.5 because the robot lady, like, sometimes I'm like, what are you saying? Oh, we're drinking Blue/Alani Nu. We're in PJs, but this is like my getting my shit together outfit, okay? Oh, I have to show you guys. You're gonna laugh. So I'm in my PJs, but I also have tennis shoes on. So if you're an ADHD girl and you like, I've already been insane today and I've like done 700 projects and I had to like lock myself in this room and be like, I'm getting my shit done in here because I have to put all my laundry up. But put tennis shoes on because it'll keep you focused. Okay, my dreadful darling update. So yeah, I'm obsessed. The grave scene, no context because this is obviously a spoiler-free vlog, but the grave scene. Let me read you guys some of my highlighted books because we're officially 103 pages in and I'm so pissed, you guys. Okay, so this book was gonna come out like May 19th or May 20th or something of this month. And I'm reading this and it's May 11th right now. It's not coming out till August. It got delayed, which honestly, H.D. Carlton, she's been super open about postpartum and everything. So I'm like, take your time, diva, we love you. But I'm also like, oh my God. It was taking me a while to read this book because it was just Mother's Day and my birthday weekend and all these things. So I haven't really read a lot. And now I'm kind of like, damn. There's no rush in finishing this because the next book's not out. Okay. Oh my God. Okay. So I highlighted this on page 98. The only blondes. Everyone knows that. Dread. And I'm like, is it because she's a blonde? Like, I don't know. We know nothing. But the things he does. Oh my God. There was this one scene on page 83. Black strands fall over eyes that instantly find mine. He's kissing another girl, by the way. My heart fluttering in response. Then he parts his lips and dives his tongue into her mouth. She moves her hands to tangle in his hair, clutching it tightly as she deepens the kiss. All the while, he watches me watch him. Something dark and insidious swirling in his gaze. I love the way H.D. Carlton writes an MMC. Oh my God, I love it, love it, love it. I love it so much. I love Reverie. I love her name. I love just their names in general. I love everything going on. Like, anyway, it's very, very dark. It's definitely a bully romance, a dark bully romance. Some of his pranks are like really, really like insane. So definitely check your trigger warnings. If you don't like dark romance or you're new to dark romance, don't even read this book. But if you do, yeah, you guys need to read it. You guys need to read it. It's so good. I love H.D. Carlton so freaking much. Yeah, so like Dread is torturing her because his mom was one of her dad's victims. And she defended her dad, which granted she was a child, okay? So it's like you understand both sides, but the bully romance is just bullying. And I'm like, I can't wait to see how H.D. Carlton brings them together. And obviously it's gonna end on a cliffhanger because everybody's been freaking out. And I don't know why, because I've avoided spoilers very well. Now I gotta wait until August? I'm like, son of a bitch. But I'm still really enjoying this and I love dark romance. I love H.D. Carlton. So basically he's like getting back at Reverie because she defended her dad as a child, which is so valid. But like he lost his mom, you know what I mean? And so like he just did this like prank on her, which was really, really dark. But like all of his like pranks and like torture basically is centered around all of the victims that her dad killed. And like it's his way of dealing with his grief and kind of finding his way of justice. He's like, no, I'm not gonna unalive you because you deserve to be tortured because you should have stood up for these victims, but instead you chose your dad, basically. So love that. I love when it's a bully romance and there's like actually a reason. It's not that you should be evil to anybody, and obviously this is a book, but like Dread is valid in why he's angry, and like his mom was taken from him, and like he's this star athlete, he's given himself everything, and like you've got little slivers. Obviously we're only 103 pages in, this is 524 pages, like we got little slivers of his humanity that he shows, but like he is just, in his way, he's avenging his mom. Is it right? No, I never said it was right, but I feel for him. And I also feel for Reverie because like she hates her dad, you know what I mean, but she can't help that was her dad. It was just, yes. It's very good. It's very good. I love, love, love the plot. I love, love, love. Like, you can tell, like, he hates her, but he's drawn to her. You know what I mean? And, like, no spoilers at all. It's just, because I'm not going to tell you guys what he specifically does to her, but whenever he does these, like, demented things to her, they're centered around the evil that her dad did. And even though she didn't do it, it's very good. Very good! Yes, I love it. And ignore my freaking voice. I was like, bro, what is happening? My birthday was May 9th, so just on my birthday. I hate my birthday. I've told you guys about this all the time. I'm like, ugh, yuck. But I'm very exhausted because my birthday always falls on Mother's Day weekend, so it's just a busy, busy weekend. And so today's Monday. We're doing Monday reset. And I'm just so like drained. And so my autoimmune's trying to beat my ass, but we're not gonna let her. So we're on chapter 8. We are cleaning. So you guys will see me like update you, and I'm cleaning. I should do a clean with me vlog, but right now I'm just trying to stay focused. My ADHD is being a bad girl, so we must stay focused. But that's where we're at. I'm about to start chapter 8. Besties, okay, we have an update on My Dreadful Darling. First of all, oh my god. Oh my god, this is the only book I'm reading right now. The only one. Like, I'm reading another one for a vlog, but I have not picked it up since I read My Dreadful Darling. It's so good. Okay, so I have literally been busting my butt, like working. I'm cooking dinner. My noodles are boiling in there. We're having spaghetti. Tony Rigatoni's pulled up. I didn't make a vlog for you guys. I'm gonna make more food vlogs and like cozy vlogs like I used to, because I feel like last summer I am always inside and romanticizing like being inside, because when it gets really, really hot, I don't do well outside. So don't you worry. I had a couple besties. I was like, what do you guys want to see? I know this is not like a vlog. This is a reading vlog. I'm about to tell you guys, but I just didn't want you guys to feel left out because I'm making spaghetti for the people that have been here for a minute and know Tony Rigatoni. Tony Rigatoni's coming back. Don't you worry. Anyway, whenever it gets to be warmer outside and I'm inside more, because I've been outside a whole lot right now, which is actually so good. We're not complaining. Yes, come on, dopamine. I will be cooking more. Summerween, I get so inspired and excited, and then it's fall and Christmas, so I have a lot more cozy vlogs, but I am going to be Tony Rigatoning it up. How did I use myself as a verb? Anyway, okay, so I have been so busy all day. I'm 191 pages in, and I'm like slowing down because I was reading in a very insane scene, and I'm in the middle of a chapter. Like, I'm literally in the middle of a chapter. The thing I love about this book the most is that Rev and Dredd literally have reasons to hate each other. That's why I love this so much. First of all, I literally love H.D. Carlton's writing. Like, I love it so much. I love her characters. It's addicting kind of writing. Like, it's dark, it's very shock factor, and I feel like I've really been in my dark romance era. Like, I have been a dark romance tweaker, okay? And I'm not complaining. Like, I love dark romance. It's one of my favorite freaking genres, and I'm really sad that the bush got pushed. The bush. Anyway, speaking of, there was a really funny quote about a bush. Let me read it to you guys. It's freaking hilarious. Because obviously I'm going to give you guys no context quotes. I'm not really going to tell you guys anything going on with the plot up to this point, because we are 37% of the way through. And after like 15 or 20% of my reading vlogs, I'm very, very choosy about what I say to you guys. So obviously none of this is spoilers. But these are all out of context. So I'm not going to be giving you guys super context, which one of these is really, really funny. It's actually hilarious. Okay, so she was overhearing these random girls talk about someone, and she was imagining what they were gonna say, like, about her, like, talking shit about her, because Dredd has created this, like, reputation for her, and, like, everyone kind of knows her lore, and, like, everyone has Dredd's side because he's popular, and he's, like, the it boy, whatever. So this is what she was literally, Reverie was thinking these girls were gonna say. She came out of the shower with a huge bush, literally an actual jungle with animals and everything. Pretty sure I saw a bug, too. Because, okay, here's the thing. With anxiety, you guys know when you, like, feel like someone's talking about you, or especially if, like, you have been around people who, like, always assume the worst of people around them, and they're like, oh my god, they're looking at you, they're thinking this, they're whatever. And half the time that is anxiety. Like, it's just anxiety being like, oh my god, they look at you weird. Like, when I vlog in public, I'm like, people are thinking this idiot, and I'm like, I'm just talking to my friends. But this scene was so funny. That was, like, one of them. One day, she farted so loud, I thought we were getting bombed. I literally thought we were gonna die. Like, she just is a very, very funny FMC. Her inner monologue is actually hilarious, very dark, and very, very, very up things have happened to her, okay? But I'm not gonna tell you guys specifics because it really, like, shook me. Like, I had my earphones on and I was hanging clothes up in my closet. My iPad was literally on the stand and it was, like, doing the thing. And whenever we found out all of this information of Reverie's childhood, like, and Dredd's, like, we don't really know Dredd's, like, we haven't got a lot of his childhood, like, at this point in the book, at 30-something% of the way through. We're still getting information, obviously, but, like, the information we have is, like, actually so sad. But it's so good. It's so good. Because you know when they're enemies, or it's a bully romance, and you're like, they're not actually enemies. Like, maybe it's a little bit of a bully romance, but it's not actually enemies. Like, Zodiac Academy they do enemies correctly. They do bully romance correctly. This is not anything like Zodiac Academy. But as far as, like, how I'm like, yes, I hated the bully. You know what I mean? But I don't even hate Dredd. Like, I get so mad because I'm like, oh my god, that's, like, not even mad. I get so, like, shook because I'm like, how could he? Like, these things, like, very, very dark, but also, like, the reasoning behind it. This is why I love H.G. Carlton, because even though they're dark and it's crazy things that are happening, like, very scary, like, kind of spooky. That's another reason I love H.G. Carlton. What is this? That's why I love H.G. Carlton, because, like, Haunting and Hunting Adeline, I know everybody doesn't like that. I will always defend that duology. I love it. And I know it's not everyone's cup of tea, but it has that spooky vibe. This does too, with the murderer, because, like, obviously her dad's a murderer. That is literally crazy. It's very, I don't really read, like, murder books, but, like, I love whenever, like, the murder is mixed with dark romance. That's why I really love the Hollow Boys, and, like, this is giving me Hollow Boys energy, because the Hollow Boys is a college dark romance. This is a college dark romance. So this is so giving the beginning of the Hollow Boys. That's the feeling I'm getting. Like, I'm getting the same feeling when I read the Hollow Boys. You know what I mean? It's very, like, it's not a murder mystery, but there is a copycat killer, and that's very early on in the book. You know, very early on, and, like, I have my suspicions. I said this earlier on in the vlog. I said, I think I know who it is. And then on my Goodreads, I went and put it in there. If you want to go click on the book, you can see all my updates that I posted. That's who I think it is if you're watching the vlog and you've already read this book. So, and there's more things that have happened that throughout the book that like, we know there's a copycat killer. Her dad literally murked Red's mom. The enemies are enemying and like they both have valid reasons. And what I really, really love about Reverie is that she does not take shit. Like she takes it, but she like immediately hits him back. Like not actually hitting him. Like I'm talking about like with pranks and like crazy stuff. I'm not going to tell you what she did. She's done several things because he's done several things to her because this is their senior year. So he's been torturing her for 4 years. And because they go to the same college, we get like little snippets of lore that like the things she did to him and they're so funny. Oh my God, they're so funny. So I just was like, oh my God, I love her character. I love that she stands up for herself. She is just a lovable FMC. Like I honestly love her so much and she's cracking my shit up. Like I said, I'm reading this book and I'm like, oh my God, and then I'm laughing every other chapter. It's so good. Murderer plot is really, really good. It's giving Halloween Michael Myers and it's hitting. It's hitting. And oh my God, let me just read you guys some random quotes. I know I read you guys the Bush one, but it was just so funny. I was just thinking of it. We were 174 pages. Granted, this is on Kindle because I have my font weird, so it's always different on my iPad and my Kindle. Red has to know her so much to torment her. To know what scares her. Her fear also like turns him on. And so it's like, but he's obsessed with her. We don't know how much. We're getting sprinkles. That's another thing I love. Like we know he is. You know what's gonna happen when you're reading a dark romance. It's a dark romance, dark elements, but it's a romance nonetheless. Okay, we know the guy's gonna be obsessed. Right? He's so obsessed with tormenting her because it's the way he can like accept what happened to his mom. Okay, so something's about to happen. I'm not gonna tell you how that comes. She says, why are you being like this? He said, because you bore me. Because you bore me? But I've discovered I might enjoy all the different ways I can make you scream. And you know damn well she doesn't bore me. I just love it. I love it, I love it, I love it. I love it, I love it, I love it. I love it, I love it, I love it. I love it, I love it, I love it. I love it. I literally love it so much. Okay, literally this killed me. So again, what did I say? What did I say? He literally knows her so well. And I'm only gonna read you guys a couple. Don't be greedy. So she's about to like spin on him because she's giving him shit back, right? And he can tell. She like hasn't, but she's like, I guess looking like she's about to spit. And he said, if you're gonna spit at me, aim for my mouth so I can taste it. You're lying. Shut up, you're lying. Oh, you're lying so I can taste. Yeah, matter of fact, I need to make a TikTok of that. Because come again. So I can taste it. I love him. Like he's not only an asshole, which if you're new here, now I do get in moods where I want to read about like nice people. But it's not even that. It's just that like I like when a fictional man's an asshole. You know what I mean? It's so good. But like he has to be the right kind of asshole. Heavy on the right kind of asshole. You guys know what I'm talking about. Is it the toxic in me? Maybe. I have no idea. But like he's the perfect asshole. But like I know H.G. Carlton. Okay? I know. She might go a completely different direction. But like I know she's about to make this man obsessed. He already is obsessed. Not in a healthy way. But like, I love it. I love it. I love him. I love Rev. I love the plot. It's stunning. The spit one was good. I had to give you guys that. But again, I'm not telling you guys anything going on with the plot. She's scared of water or like drowning. She has a phobia. First of all, he's talking about eating, okay? You need to learn one very important difference between us. I've never been afraid to drown. Oh, I love this. Okay, that's all you're getting because I'm literally in the middle of page 191 and that's literally like 2 pages before that. 37% of the way through. Eating it up. That is the update. Besties, guess who's back? It's the nail girl. I'm doing my nails, I'm doing a fill, and we're reading My Dreadful Darling. I'm 62% of the way through. I just finished chapter 23. And the plot is plotting. The smut is so good. The plot is plotting. The enemies have became like enemy lover adjacent. Like they're enemies for sure because you guys know the vibes. And we're having a good time. But I just wanted to update you. Things are happening with the plot, but it's spoilers, so I can't really tell you guys what's going on, but I really want to know who the copycat killer is. I told you guys. And I'm really, really upset because the literal book got pushed till August, and it was supposed to come out later this month. And now I have to wait forever for this book. So I'm milking this book, but we're still here. I'm doing my nails. You know what that means. I'm doing a lot of reading because I'll be here for years and years and years. Okay, that's the update. Using my reading assist, I just finished chapter 28. I'm 81% of the way through. One hand is done. I think I'm gonna do almond shape though. This is square. I just filled it. I'm about to fill this hand, but I'm about to switch back to almond. I have to be an almond girl. I just don't feel as powerful with square nails for some reason. Anyway, so we're 80% of the way through. And on top of the human remains though, no spoilers, no context. That's all I'm gonna say. I do feel like it's extremely heavy on the smut though. Not that I dislike that because I was actually loving the spice early on, but I think like I'm so into like the murderer vibes of it all. And keep in mind it is a duology and I don't know how this is gonna end. Probably on a cliffhanger. And like her murderer dad, like all that stuff going on. Like I need to know who the other killer is, like the copycat killer. So like I'm fully ready to get more info. But yeah, it's super, super spice heavy. So spice heavy. I'm not complaining, I'm just like, I'm into the rest of the elements that make up the book, if that makes sense. But also, I feel like we're gonna get a lot of that in book 2. I just finished chapter 30. We're officially 88% of the way through. So, you know, like in the beginning, how I was obsessed with Reverie and Dreadful? Now I'm so annoyed at Reverie. And I can't really tell you why, but I'm just gonna say this. The way their relationship has advanced, at this point, she's thinking whoever is up to the pranks is someone she shouldn't really be thinking. And it's irritating me really, really bad. And she's annoying. So if you've read this book, comment down below. It's really annoying me. But I'm still liking the book. I'm just like, I feel like it's a lot of like going back and forth. You know what I mean? And it's like, she's just like not thinking with her head right now. And she's irritating the shit out of me because it's just like, at this point in the book, babe, it's page 459 is where I'm at. Cause I'm about to finish the chapter and I'm like, you're thinking that? Like, and also if you go to my Goodreads, the very first update I ever put about this book, that's who I think is involved. And it's just like, I can't tell you guys because I can't spoil it, but like, she's getting on my nerves. Besties, we're finally done with My Dreadful Darling and it ended on a cliffhanger. And I'm telling you, I know who the culprit is. I don't know why the culprit is the way the culprit is, but I'm gonna put it on my Goodreads right now. Even in the foreshadowing, when she was talking to Severin, I was like, oh my God. Like, yeah, when she was talking to Severin about the book he's reading, and she was like, oh, I wonder, and they were just talking about the book, I'm like, it's even in the foreshadowing. Like, I knew it from the beginning, okay? Watch me be wrong. That's gonna be so funny. Anyway, we're doing French, by the way. I knew it from the beginning, okay? But I'm like, now I have to wait until literal August? I knew, and I can't even say because it's spoiler free. I was thinking, what am I going to rate it? Because it is part of a duology and like the story is literally not over. But I think what I'm gonna do is I wasn't gonna rate it and then I was like, why would I do that? Because even like, obviously like with The Cat and Mouse Duet by H.D. Carlton, I don't even know what I rated them. I would rate them 5 stars now. Isn't it funny? Like, do you ever like finish a book or something like a long time ago? Maybe like for me, whenever I first started reading and like I might have rated it like way lower because like I just didn't have a feel for like, I don't know, rating books, I guess. And like if I could rate Haunting and Hunting Adeline just based on like my remembering, I would rate Haunting Adeline 5 stars and Hunting Adeline 4 stars for sure. But I'm like sitting here thinking and I'm like, I think I'm gonna rate this 4 stars and then I feel like after book 2 it's gonna be 5 stars. Both of them are gonna be 5 stars. But the only reason I think I'm gonna rate this 4 stars is just because towards the end Reverie got on my nerves, like really bad. And I can't really tell you guys why, but it was just kind of like, I felt like I love a long book, okay? But I would have liked more of like the killer side vibe than like Reverie just deciding if she can be with someone or not. And if she's like blaming and who she can trust and all these things. I totally understand, but I also am like, girl, you were getting on my nerves. So that's why I'm gonna say 4 stars for now. So we're gonna say 4 stars. I do think this one's worth the hype and I do think you should read it if you like dark romance and especially if you like the Cat and Mouse Duet. Like I said, it kind of gives me like the Hollow Boys vibes and I really, really love that. Like I actually am obsessed. That's that. But I want to start another book in this vlog, and here's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking about doing Starside by Alex Astor because everybody is reading that book and oh my God, it's not on Kindle Unlimited, but I have the physical book. Do I get the audiobook? I low-key want to get the audiobook. Do they have an audiobook? Let me see if they have an audiobook and I'll get back with you. Yeah, we're gonna get the audiobook. Do you guys know why? Anthony Palmini is the boy, and that's who voices Reese Sand in the graphic audio. So we're gonna go ahead and get that. So our next book is gonna be Starside by Alex Astor. We have the physical book. It's in the book room, but I'm still not out with my nails. Jogger. So I'm about to see, let's read the synopsis. Let's see what this vibe is. It's not on Kindle Unlimited, so I'm just not gonna do the reading assist, but we're immersive reading. Okay, period. I'm so excited. Okay, so here we go. We're keeping these good vibes going. Currently reading, we gotta let the besties know. If you're not following me on Goodreads, follow me on Goodreads. I'm always updating. Everybody loves this. Like, I I just know that it's supposed to be enemy to lovers. I've been avoiding like anything about this book. Oh my god, the synopsis is like huge. Enter the world of Starside, where swords wield magic and power is not inherited, but claimed. Hundreds of years ago, a brutal war split a land in two. Starside is the realm of magic and immortals, the descendants of gods living in a power-rich paradise. Stormside is where mortals fight for scraps of that magic. Every 50 years, the gates between them open and 50 challengers are allowed to journey across Starside on a deadly quest to access a pool of magic that can heal, grant wealth, or extend life. Everyone has their reasons for entering. Okay, so it's like trials. But Eris has only vengeance. As a child, a goddess set fire to her village. Eris is her FMC, I'm assuming? Killing her family. Eris isn't after the gods' magic. She's gonna kill them. Ooh, bloodthirsty FMC. First, she must survive the culling, the king's deadly competition to choose his 50 challengers. An orphan blacksmith apprentice, Eris doesn't have the superior weapons of the heirs from the great houses, but the greatest swords, ones that contain power, are not inherited or bought. They are claimed by both sides. And when Eris claims a great sword, it makes her not just a real competitor, but a target. Getting past the gates is only the beginning. Starside is deadlier than it seems. Okay, I don't want to keep reading the synopsis because I'm like, I just want to dive in, okay? Anyway, well, we didn't get to know about our MMC. Do you guys see what's wrong with me? Okay, let me keep reading. Getting past the gates is only the beginning. Starside is deadlier than it seems. If the ancient creatures, magic-wielding beasts, and bloodthirsty immortals weren't dangerous enough, a new peril has even immortals fearing what rises from the ground at night. Creepy. With a blade, most would kill to claim, Eris can't trust anyone, especially not Harlan Raker, the merciless and mysterious King's Guard who betrayed her years ago. Okay, enemy, yeah, and who may now be the key to her survival. But Eris is hiding a secret tied to her family's death. When it's revealed, not even the gods will be able to stop what's coming. Okay, period. I'm super excited. We are gonna start, and he's Anthony Palmini. Okay, I already forgot their names. I already know nothing. Also, this is another thing, you guys. This will be my first fantasy I've read in like a literal hot minute. Like this is actually kind of like a moment in time.
Sweaty pollen curves around my dagger as I weave through the crowd of spectators.
Almost done. We're doing French and I have 2 nails left. I am on chapter 6 of the audiobook. I need to go get my book and start tapping some things because I haven't read a fantasy in a minute and I'm not confused or anything, but like, you know how it is when it's like, this is the land of da-da-da-da and we don't have magic and this kingdom has magic and then this king has magic. You know what I mean? That's why I usually like to do the reading assist or like immersive read while I'm doing the audiobook so I can highlight important things so I can look back. Anyway, so our FMC, already literally forgot her name. You know that sound where it's like, where, with who, you win, where, with who? That's me, because I don't know anybody's names, like, actually at all. Because, like, especially when I listen, I'm like, who the hell? But I know what's going on. So I need to, when I read, I can memorize things more. Whenever I hear, I can't memorize them as much. So Aris, she knows Harlan Raker, and it says betrayed her years ago in the synopsis, and now he's the key to her survival. So basically, she's like one of the king's like people who is gonna try to like go travel to like this mountain where the magic is and stuff. And so anyway, they just had a banquet at the castle and like she's made a friend, she's made a little girlfriend and she's exploring the castle and she overhears the king talking to Harlan. He's like, you need to get it for me or something. And she's like, I wonder what he needs to get. And then all of a sudden Harlan sees her and she's like, oh my god, he's so big. Oh my god, he's so powerful. I know why people call him a demon now. Oh my god. And then he's like, I can't remember. This is why I gotta go annotate it in my book. Because he said everything about you is wrong or useless or something. And then she's like, well, you look like the king's bitch basically. But she said it in a nicer way. And then she started like thinking about the memory of whatever went on between them because we still don't know. So that's pretty much it. She's running around the castle exploring. They don't have magic in their kingdom, but like the king does. And like the king is like a dictator and a loser, which anyway, he's a loser. And he like has lived for 200 years and he's like, oh, well, I'm old. So that's, and I've lived this long. So that's why I need to still rule, which I'm like, oh my God, is that like the United States where everyone's old that rules? Anyway, every time I read fantasy, I can never understand. I'm like, how do people not think reading is political? Because every time I read fantasy, I'm like, I get ramped up. I'm like, I want to be part of the revolution. It's really good though. I'm really into it. Her weapon is made of like titanium. But like there's like magical weapons and like the king was gonna like grant people weapons, but they had to share half of the magic that they won where they're going. And that's pretty much it. So we don't really know anything. I haven't really updated you guys along the way because there's not really been any funny quotes or anything. That was just like like the one thing. But I'm very into it, and obviously I don't even know how many pages this is. That's the thing with, let's see what the audiobook says. I'm listening on 1.5 because if I listen on 1 speed, my brain moves too fast that I'm like, I don't know. Usually I listen on 2 speed, but since it's a fantasy, I'm like, let's take our time, babe. Let's take our time. Until I get used to like the names and the things. Do you guys do that? Like when you're listening to an audiobook, which I haven't raw dogged an audiobook. I've been in an audiobook slump, to be honest, and it's Anthony Palomini. I'm like, is it dual POV? I thought it was dual POV. It's not the book, and I don't know if it's dual POV. Anthony Palomini, he'll talk. This guy who was basically her mentor and took her in because her family was killed by gods and goddesses, which just says that on the back of the book, so no spoilers there. Whenever they were doing his voice, like he was voiced by Anthony Palomini. So I do like how like there's a boy and a girl, so when the boys speak, Anthony speaks, but I don't know if it's dual POV. We shall see. I hope it is. That's why I need to hurry up and get my nails done. I have 2 left and then I'm done. And then we're gonna go take a shower. We're gonna get on our PJs. We're gonna get clean because I have nail dust all over me. And we're gonna immersive read it, okay? Okay, I'm excited. I need to touch a book, but we have 11 hours and 53 minutes left. Besties, first of all, you see all these things behind me? This is exciting. We're going on a trip. We're going on a trip in our favorite rocket ship. We're going on a trip for our 3-year wedding anniversary. We're going to London for 5 or 6 days, but we have a connecting flight in New York, so we're gonna go to New York first. We have a layover in New York, and then we're going to fly to London, and then we are going to hang out in London for our 3-year, and then we're gonna end the trip in Edinburgh. We're only gonna be in Edinburgh for 1 day, but we were gonna flip-flop it because I've been to London. This will be my 3rd time. I know I have a problem. This will be my 3rd time, and then Book Husband, we went on our honeymoon to London and Paris, and we just didn't get to explore London as much as we wanted to. Like I wanna do bookstore crawls, I wanna go to Notting Hill, like I wanna do everything. Yeah, you guys are coming along with us. But anyway, if you wonder why I have all this crap around me, it's because I'm packing. And I originally packed this, and I'm upgrading to a bigger suitcase because I want to be able to buy books. Duh. Like, how many books can I fit? Anyway, I have an update for Starside. So the last time I think I saw you guys, I was like, I'm gonna get my PJs and immersive read this. Hey, so do you know what I've been doing? Do you know what I've been doing? I've been audiobook reading. Yeah. Okay, so I'm on chapter 14. How do you see the percentage? There's a way to do this. Percentage complete. We'll just do percentage complete. Okay, there we go. Okay, I'm 30% of the way through the book. So I have 9 hours and 21 minutes left. I'm listening at 1.5 because it's like a fantasy, but I will say the world building's not hard at all. So I'm literally officially 14 chapters in. I stopped in the middle of 14 chapters because I was doing my nails for my trip. We did French. It took literally forever. And then I was like, I'm gonna take a shower and then get in the bed. Maybe I just got in the bed. But I did listen while I was in the shower. So basically, we're just on a journey. We're gonna go try to find this magic. So Eris, basically, she is on a journey. No spoilers, obviously. She's on a journey to go find this magic. She entered this like trials, and then like she got past 1 trial, and so now she's on this magical journey. And like she's met these creatures along the way, and I don't want to give any spoilers, but here's what I'm gonna say. There's dragons in this book, but I love when dragons are in the book. I want to be a girl with a dragon, you know what I mean? But it's so good. I haven't listened to fantasy in a literally forever long time, so I'm actually having the best time. Yeah. Also, my off-campus vlog should be out by now. You guys, I am so obsessed with off-campus. I am so obsessed with off-campus. I'm so obsessed. I literally am about to download it. I've already watched the entire thing because the vlog should be out and you should see my entire reactions. What are you looking at? Oh, I'm just staring at Hannah and Garrett and Dean and Allie for the millionth time. Anyway, Starside's amazing. Eris, our FMC, is amazing. She has made friends along the way. She's run into trouble. I can't really tell you guys anything. Like, I'm gonna be giving you guys quotes randomly, but it's kind of hard when I'm not reading from the book. And I'm audiobooking it, which is so good because I've actually been in a really, really bad slump with audiobooks lately. I don't ever really do audiobooks, so this is new for me, but I do have the physical book. I just literally have not had time. We're going on a trip. You guys are coming with us, by the way. Duh. I'm vlogging the whole thing. But I was just packing and I'm about to like update you guys because I realized I'm 30% of the way through and I'm like, I haven't even really updated you guys that much, but it's an audiobook. 1, 2, it's fantasy. She's on a journey. She's still on a journey. She's come across these little scholars who wanted to like cut her and her friends open that she's made along the trial because like, yeah, her sword chose her. And so everyone's trying to steal her sword. All these other people trying to travel to where the magic is, where these gods and goddesses are, and they're out here hogging the magic. That's basically what's going on. That's literally it. And this guy, the MMC, I'm assuming, he like saved her once and like never let her forget it, and like he's all bad and mysterious and he wears a hood, and like that's literally all we know. That's literally all we know. So that's pretty much it. Just she's on a journey. There's a dragon and I love it and I can't wait. Oh, and she has these little silver things all over her body and we don't know why, but the dragon has silver things. We don't know why. So you know as much as I know, which is nothing. Okay, that's where we're at.
She looks just like she did that last night. Same white sleeping gown, same ribbons in her hair.
Hello, my besties. You know what it means when I'm in this spot. It's nail day. Look at this. This is a huge problem. I lost multiple nails on vacation, if you guys watch my travel vlog, and then I glued some back on, and then I got home. And then I glued some more back on, okay? And it's time to take these off. I also, this nail literally ripped off. So I just put clear gel on it because I was like, I was not in the mood to do my nails the other day. And so we are about to remove all of these. And it sucks because like my nails are this long, but then they rip off like this one ripped the side off. And then I'm like, I could use a form for this, but I kind of want to just like go back to short nails, which is so funny because I'm like, I love having long nails and I really do, but I'm just like in the mood for short nails. And for some reason, I feel like in the summer and like when it's hot outside, like my nails don't like last as long when they're long because I'm rough. So anyway, we're doing our nails. We're listening to Starside by Alex Astor. We're cracking open a Diet Coke together, a Diet Coke lime, and we're about to do our nails. I am about to start. I did a reading sprint the other day, like in the physical, so I was immersive reading it, and I haven't really updated you guys because I can't really give anything away. It would spoil it. But I'm about to start chapter 21. Something is happening. I'm really liking it. As some of you know, I am in a fantasy slump, like so bad. I'm hoping that this is gonna get me out of the slump. Basically, she's still on a journey. You guys know how fantasy books are. She's literally on a journey and she's on this journey with her enemy, actually her enemy, and he's being an asshole. Obviously, he's gonna be the love interest. You know, we know how this works, but I do love that they're true enemies. So that's my only update. Here's my before also. She is outgrown, she is beaten and bruised, and we're about to do a transformation. But that's my update with Starside by Alex Astor. It's taken me a while because like I started the book, then I went on vacation, then I came back, and now like I'm trying to finish it because I know myself, and as a mood reader, like if I take a long time to finish a book, even if I like the book, my brain's like, oh, I forgot. And it's no. So I'm trying not to do that. A nail update and a Starside update. I just finished chapter 27. The enemies are enemies! Also, the creatures in this book, I literally love. I love the world building. I love all of the magical creatures. The journey, like there were times in the beginning where I was like, oh, period, we're on a journey, like we're on a quest. But the magical creatures and all of the threats to both Riker and Eris, like it's keeping me intrigued. Do you know what I mean? But I love it. The enemies are enemy. There was a moment in the cave and they were touching and then he was like, stay away from me. Oh, so he's mean to her, so I want him. Also, you know how I was like, I'm gonna do my nails short. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. I just can't. I can't do it. Anyway, that's where we're at. Chapter 31, she says, I hate you. He says, hate me harder. Yeah, the enemies are enemying. I have a theory, but I don't want to give anything away. If you've read When the Moon Hatched, that's what I feel like this is giving. That's all I'm gonna say. As far as the romance of it all. That's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say. And I'm not gonna give anything away, but yeah. The enemies to lovers are enemy to loving. Chapter 33 of Starside. She finds out this man is fine. We already knew that. We already knew that. He said I'm not a coil of snakes. I'm almost completely done with my fill and then it's color time, thank God. But I'm in the middle of chapter 36 and I have no spoilers, but all I'm gonna say is we're on a journey and then now we're at a ball. Exactly. How we ended up there, no one can say because we're not spoiling anything, but I'm gonna leave you with this. I can smell him all over. Yeah. The maidism is all over these two. I can smell it on them. Delicious. Delicious. Is this getting me out of my fantasy slump? I think so. I think it is. Chapter 37. The enemies are defrosting. You don't need diamonds? No one speak to me. Chapter 39, by the way, we picked red. I know I'm basic, but like I need to buy more colors. It's fine. I see you too. Oh my goodness. They're matching scars. Oh! Chapter 42. I said your hands and knees. Also, the slow burn is slow burning. Ah! Also, we did red. We did red claws. Yeah. He doesn't kiss. And then he kisses her so hard he makes her bleed. Oh, yeah. I was right. This is dangerous. And he grabs her hair and then he... You guys, I'm giving myself a pedicure and I have to stand up to tell you this. Hate me harder. Hate me harder. He said it again. He said, yeah. Oh my God. Oh my gosh. I just finished chapter 47. I just finished chapter 47. I just finished chapter... I can't even say anything. Yeah, I didn't see that coming. Me. Oh yeah, I think it... No, you don't. You don't know anything. I just I have to finish. I'm about to start. I'm about to start chapter 48. I have 3 pages left. All right, I'm about to start chapter 48. I can't. He grins. I am death. Oh my God. Oh my God. And then you can finally tell me your name. Oh my God. We hope you have enjoyed this unabridged read. I'm sorry. I can't even say what the last thing said because it would give everything away, and I can't even. Okay, so I have a lot of questions. The story continues in Stormside. Oh my God. I need it now. I literally flipped the page. I counted how many pages, but I didn't know what the last page was gonna say. This was literally everything. These are I literally just finished, you guys. These are all of my thoughts. I'm about to shit myself. Alex Astor, babe. The only other Alex Astor book I've ever read was Summer in the City. That's a cutie little rom-com, which I loved, by the way. What the hell? Where did this come from, Mama? Where did this come from? I fear my romantasy slump is over. Are you kidding me? But also, I need the next book now. When does the next book come out? No, literally 5 stars. The magic. The enemies to lovers were actually enemy to lovering. They're actually enemies. Then, she even said at this part of the book, I can't tell you guys what she said because I don't want to give it away, but she even said, she was to somewhat friends, to enemies again. They're enemies again. So we had this entire slow burn, but it was delicious because it was really focused on the plot of the book, and we find out that our characters are keeping so much from us, and now we know everything, and I can't tell you guys because you need to go read it so we can talk about it. Holy shit. Oh, it's good. Oh, I miss this feeling. Oh my God. Also, there were so many scenes that I couldn't talk about because it would be such spoilers, but I love a woman drenched in someone else's blood who's vengeful, babe. Who's murderous, who's bloodthirsty. Oh, I loved that scene. You won't even know what the heck I'm talking about. But if you know, you know. Getting the lore and the backstory, because the whole time I'm well, what's the problem? Definitely not what I thought. Oh my God. This was 5 freaking stars. And this was the perfect end of this video. I need to go touch grass. Book husband's literally mowing right now, if you can't hear. I need to literally go touch grass. Actually, I need to DM Alex Astor right now and be you just ruined my life. But no, you didn't, because I love you. I need it now. November? Bitch, I can't wait till November. November doesn't work for me. What? I need my girl to get on her Zoom now. I need the next one now. I haven't been this invested in a fantasy in a really long time. I need it now. Oh my God. This was so good. I haven't finished a book in a minute that had me staring at the wall. I need the next one now. Is this worth the hype? Yes! We're done. I need to go make a ranting video on TikTok and tag Alex Astor 60 times to be please send me a star to Stormside. Please. I'm not okay. I'm actually not okay. All right. Love you guys so much. Thank you for hanging out with me. My fantasy slope? I can't even talk! My fantasy slump is completely over. Bitch, I'm back. Fantasy got me into reading, so the fact that my slump is over, I feel like it's been a dry spell. And baby, the smut at the end, the slow burn, and then you're I can't even say much. You just need to read the book. It's so good. Oh, it's so good. Okay, all right, we're done. 5 stars. As always, thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. I love you so much. And I'll see you in my next video. Bye!